Do you enjoy hurting people? What's going on, gamers? Agent Bistry here, phoning in a review of Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number for the PlayStation Vita. Propelling itself forward off of the smash hit of 2012 Hotline Miami, its sequel does anything but disappoint. I was a huge fan of the original and couldn't wait to get my hands on this one. Hotline Miami 2 is, just like its predecessor, a perfect match for the PlayStation Vita. The graphics and gameplay mechanics remain the same, but with a few tweaks and interesting additions. From the grand opening scene, my blood was pumping with a fantastic retro electronic soundtrack. The music that accompanies each scene really sets the mood and goes with each level very well. The first thing I noticed about the game was the level design. Each scene itself was much larger in scale compared to the first iteration of the series. More detail has been infused in each scene, and it is much easier to tell when you can hide behind something and when you cannot. Along with the larger levels, you can expect a lot more enemies. This is true, and beginning difficulty made me think of the later levels of the original. This isn't exactly a bad thing, especially since I found the first half of the original Hotline Miami 1 too easy. The starting difficulty may turn some people off, so I'd recommend playing Hotline Miami 1 first if you haven't already. The first thing to expect from Hotline Miami 2 is to die. A lot. I earned the Karma trophy about halfway through the storyline. That's dying 1,000 times. Despite the game's levels being short when compared to other games, sometimes 2 hits, you have to restart the scene. It's not a terrible setback, but it can get frustrating when you get careless and take a shotgun blast to the back because you forgot to kill one of the bad guys. A level really only lasts several minutes, but I find myself retrying a later level for 45 minutes continuously. Speaking of guns, I find myself using them way more often than I did in Hotline Miami 1. The ability to rack up massive kill combos increases exponentially with the new enemy-rich environments. A new cast of characters join the immersive story, and this time around you change who you play as, rather than just playing as Jacket with the different masks on. Granted, each character has a different mask, if they wear one at all, and each has their own unique ability, just like the masks in the original Hotline Miami did by giving you different abilities depending on which mask you were wearing. With the addition of being able to roll under gunshots, you have a better chance of surviving a room full of gun-toting baddies. Want to tackle a level with a melee weapon and a gun at the same time? You can with a pair of characters. One wields a chainsaw, while the other watches his back with a pistol. Although you have access to both weapons at the same time, the gun shooting will be less accurate as if you were equipped with a firearm alone. You get to see the engrossing tale play out from multiple viewpoints: a detective, a serial killer, a group of vigilantes or fanatics that are trying to replicate Jacket's legacy. And they all take center stage, alternating game time every other scene. A soldier character fills in some backstory as the game progresses, and you might recognize him from the previous game. Once you complete the game, there is a hard mode playthrough, not to mention the plethora of trophies to unlock, as well as the in-game masks and weapons. Hotline Miami 2 is an intriguing and attention-grabbing game. When you play, dying time and time again, you'll be thinking to yourself, just one more try, just one more try. It's a game that should be on everyone's PlayStation Vita, as well as the original. Addicting, challenging, and just a plain old blast of fun, Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number is my favorite game of 2015 so far. Pick this game up now, especially if you like the original.